Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Yep, I set out yesterday to go and see Bandile face to face.
My face him.
Now, this image was floating around on social media. Probably people, looking like an 8-mile scene. People thought this is what happened there yesterday.
Your pop, he's pop, no pop, none.
Well, that is not what happened. Now, I'm going to give you guys the full story, how I ended up there, when it was decided, what happened when I got there, leadership, Monhla, Kelly Monhla, Sello Ledwabab, all these guys started to pull up, and there I was, all by myself. Let me give you the full story. Before we continue, I want to thank our lovely sponsor, that is HFM. So today's video is sponsored by HFM. HFM is a fully licensed and regulated broker by the FSCA, but they're also internationally known by 7 regulators as well, boosting a 4.5 Trustpilot score, giving you peace of mind that you are in good hands with HFM. Now, HFM has got a minimum deposit of only $5, that is about $100, and their withdrawals are super fast. So while you think of withdrawing the money, it'll probably hit your account there as well. They also got the leverage of 1 to 2,000 on Forex and gold, and 1 to 1,000 on their popular indices as well. Remember, they also do offer seminars all around the world, even in those small towns, and they've got offices in Sandton, Johannesburg, and Durban. So if you got any problems, you can just walk into that office there as well. But we obviously know we have to announce the giveaways that comes with this as well. All you have to do is, now to stand a chance to win $250 to trade with, all you need to do is basically sign up using the link here below, and you can also stand a chance to win $500 if you deposit and basically trade the account while you've deposited as well. So 2 winners. Number 1, if you sign up with the link in the description box below, you can stand a chance to win $250, and if you sign up with the link and you deposit, you can stand a chance to win $500 into your trading account as well. I'll leave a link in the description box below, guys. Go check out HFM. And don't forget, I give away 2 $5,000 funded accounts every week. All you have to do is make sure you like the video, you subscribe to the channel, and you leave a comment related to the video in the comment section below. And we're going to select the second winner for the $5,000 giveaway in today's video, in this video. Now, not too long ago, some time ago, Bandile wanted to come to Cape Town, and I then said I'm going to meet him there because he liked to talk a lot about me, and I want to be there and I want to see what he's going to say, right? Bandile then decided that he's not going to come to Cape Town anymore, and then I was like, okay, no, it's cool. Any case, I decided to go on with my life. Remember, I paid for Bandile's signals and his EA, so I'm in both groups, right? Bandile then sends an update, I think last week, that he's going to be in Cape Town this week. I was like, okay, you're coming to Cape Town.
Whoa. Here I come. Oh.
So I decided, you know what, I'm not going to talk about it. I'm just going to show up there, and I want to see exactly if Bandile can actually walk the walk like he can talk the talk.
I am so scared.
Now, before I continue, I want to say I didn't go there to be violent, or, I don't want to be arrested for domestic violence. In any case, I then planned, I'm going there yesterday because he was going to be there. I decided I'm going to plan out. And then as the time goes by, I started becoming more and more, and I said to myself, it's fine, I'm gonna go. In any case, I decided, okay, let me record a vlog, and so I can show you guys what had happened. I've never recorded a vlog, so I recorded a vlog halfway. This is what it looks like. But most of the story I'm going to share with you guys with exactly what had happened from the time I got there, from the time that I left, because certain things happened that I didn't expect would happen, right? Any case, I got there, I was in the line, right, because all Bandile's fans were all preparing there. As I got there, I this guy turns around and looks at me and says, yes, Bandile's a hater. You know, I didn't take offense to it. I just said to him, I'm not a hater. And I know he probably meant a joke, but I just said to him, I'm not a hater. I'm more the Google of, I'm more like the Google for Forex traders, where you can go and see what it is that you can potentially spend your money on, and that kind of thing. So we pay for their services, we review it, then before you have to pay for it, you can kind of see what it looks like before you actually pay for it, right? And I know he was just joking, but I just thought I'd mention it. Any case, you make your way in, there's a guy, so you either had to RSVP, which I didn't, so I had to sign up with, open up a Rocketex account in order for me to gain access. Any case, I've done that, created an account. I then went upstairs, I got greeted by two guys who basically works for the broker that Bandile went to go and do a video about, right? So I'm standing there and I'm having a conversation with these two guys, right? That is the only way up. Bandile is going to go into this room right around the corner. So I'm standing with my back against the wall because I was very paranoid. I'm not gonna lie, I was very paranoid because I didn't know what to expect, what was going to happen. I didn't go with my own car, so I got dropped off there, and that was by myself. I thought it was just going to be Bandile. I'm standing there, I'm having a conversation with these two guys from the broker that Bandile went to go and talk about. In the corner of my left eye, I see that green Mercedes-Benz of Leadership pull up into the parking lot. And I said to myself, I asked these guys, is that Leadership? They say, yeah. And they said that he's just here to drop Bandile, or Bandile might have borrowed, or he might have borrowed the car to Bandile to drive with. Meanwhile, I remember I made a video about Leadership Monhla 2 days ago, which is this video. And I said to myself, I hope this guy don't come up, because then it's going to be problems, because I don't know how he's going to react to it. So I prepared these two guys in advance. I said, look here, I didn't come here to fight, but if anything is going to take place, I want to just inform you right now that if a fight breaks out, I want to let you know I didn't start it, but I'm also not going to back down if anything needs to escalate and it has to get to that level. And they were like, no, you know what, any case, we spoke. Then Leadership Kelly Monhla, and another guy came up. First guy was, and Bandile was in there as well. And I'm looking at Bandile because I'm here for you, right? I want to, I'm here for you. I didn't go there to fight with Bandile, first of all. It was not my intention. And I'm also going to explain to you guys the video that he posted on his Instagram, because, the sound was muted, and what that video was about also, because he said I hosted him. I know he just made a joke, but in any case, standing there, I'm talking to these guys. The first guy that comes up is Leadership Monhla. Leadership Monhla says that, oh, I recognize that voice, it's Rolio Jack. The first thing I looked at was his body language, his posture, and the way he said it. Very friendly, because, he was very friendly, and I thought to myself, okay, that's fine, right? I'm not going to do, like he's probably not going to do anything, so he's cool, right? He walks past. And he says, Rolio Jack, it's good to finally meet you. And I said, it's kind of awkward that you're here today, because I just made a video about you 2 days ago. And I must say, I said this to him like he's very small. So, and I'm not making a joke, because we actually had a long conversation, which I'm going to get to. So I wasn't really feeling any intimidation by him. In any case, then his brother comes up, Kelly Monhla comes up, he looks at me and, and then he says, so something about thanks for the content. I really appreciate, or thanks for the content. He said something about the content, but he said something positive about the content. I thought to myself, okay, he's probably going to be the guy that's going to start looking for a fight. Look, I was ready for anything that was about to take place yesterday. I wasn't looking for it, but I was prepared for it, right? I was there, I was ready, and I already informed the guys that's working there that I'm telling you right now, if anything escalates, it's gonna happen. If nothing happens, good for me. I didn't come here to fight. Any case, then our boy comes up, Bandile. He comes up the stairs, walks right past me, and he says, yo, you are actually a real person. I said to him, yeah, do you think I was, do you think I didn't exist? Now, I wasn't expecting the friendly behavior from any of these guys. I was hoping there would be more. Intimidated by the fact that I was there, right? I thought maybe these guys would these guys would actually, plan the thing and say, yo, he's here alone, get some guys to come through and blah, blah, blah. Look, I think I was thinking this quote klap but I'm glad it didn't escalate to that. I'm very grateful. Any case, so me and leadership start talking, right? Me and leadership, we ended up talking for about 2 hours. Now, to give you guys some little context about what me and him were speaking about, I spoke to him about my concern about the people that he follows, because while me and him were talking, Sello Ledwabab came in there, and I said, "Yeah, who's this guy? I know this guy." I said, "It's Sello Ledwabab." I realized that all of these guys, they follow leadership. So I said to leadership, "Maybe don't look here. It seems like all of these guys, they follow you, and you are the head of, you are the leader of the leaderships. But the thing is like this, bro." And then I started explaining to him about how these guys are manipulating the NASDAQ ninjas, talking about this is what you get. I asked him, how would you feel if someone tells you you're going to get this, but then you don't get it? And me and him were talking there for 2 hours. I was trying to tell him, "Hey, bro, look here, you have to educate these kids that they shouldn't, they should stop scamming people. I think you have the, you can accommodate these guys to be more business oriented." And I was just speaking to him about my concern about this regard. Obviously sitting there with him, me and him were going on for 2 hours. After that, I then went into the room. Then we were done talking. And then it was already 3 o'clock, so Bandile was already done. I went into the room where Bandile was talking, and here's a small clip that I recorded from that scene there.
4 accounts with 500, and then trade issue 0.01. That's my advice to you, like, for risk management. It goes up to how much capital you have. If you have 1K, then open 2 accounts, 500, trade 0.01. Trade 0.01 up until, guys, you have a capital of like 10K plus. Literally, don't, as a trader, you really want to increase the lot size, yeah, but then if you increase the lot size, that means you're also booking an early ticket to blow your account. Literally, you increasing your lot size is you booking an early ticket to just blow the account. So as a beginner, in terms of risk management, guys, stick to 0.01. Guys, the market is really volatile these days. 0.01 does pay, you see. So for beginner, in terms of capital, up until your capital is at least up to 10K, then you can start going 0.10, 0. But rather be on the safe side, guys. Let's build up the capital with 0.01. With the skill, you guys saw, entering on the daily time frame, this entry point here with 0.01, so they pay. So don't sleep on 0.01 while you're building up your capital. So yeah, that our way. I can give you a trading plan one-on-one, like I sit down, ask you how much capital you have, what page you like to trade. But that, you have my numbers, everyone has my numbers, so that we can cook up on WhatsApp. I'm here to help everyone. Yeah. So yeah, guys, that's it from me. Shout out to Cape Town for pulling through. Shout out to Rolio Jack over there in the corner. One love, guys. Let's go. Thank you, guys. One love.
And when Bandile was done, I walked up to him and I said to him, I think, me and him were talking. Again, I didn't go there to fight because why? I didn't want to get arrested for domestic violence. I'm just joking. Any case, Bandile takes the mic. This is where that clip comes in that you guys see. Bandile takes the mic and he says, "You know what? Is there anything you would like to say?" He asked me, "Is there anything I would like to say?" And then I delivered a little bit of a motivational speech for the people who came to the venue by saying that there's obviously a good reason why you all are here today, because you all want to learn how to trade X, Y, and Z. Okay, so I think a lot of people think I was standing there with the mic trying to talk good about Bandile, or saying some good things about Bandile. Firstly, I don't do that. I didn't go there to entertain anybody. I didn't go there to take photos with anyone. That's why there's no photos of me with any of these guys that I went there. But I also didn't go there with the intention that I'm going to destroy your career, I'm going to destroy you, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. I didn't go there with that idea, because I am still trying to get Bandile to get onto a podcast, because there's some questions that I want to ask him, and I have reached out to him. He said he's going to unblock me on WhatsApp, and hopefully I'll be able to get him on a video, like on a podcast conversation for at least maximum 30 minutes. and then we can get those questions answered that I have been dying to ask him about things that are happening. However, through the conversation with leadership, I said to him, bro, you have to educate these people. They need to stop scamming people, because we all come from a background of not having anything, and we work our way up, and now we know how it is for people to basically fall within this category of also wanting to become successful traders. But at the end of the day, you know, you can't scam people who's coming to you the same way you went to your mentor also. And that's kind of what happened, right? Am I happy? Am I excited? No, well, I'm not. I'm a normal person who's got the public's interest at my chest, at my heart. And the only reason why I went there, also the part of the reason why I went there yesterday, was to also see what Bandile was teaching the people from Cape Town when it comes to forex trading. Other than that, it was also just to see if Bandile has got the muscle like it does on social media. But again, Bandile is still very young. I wasn't going to do anything to him in any case. I wanted to have a conversation with him. Unfortunately, my time ran out. I did ask him to unblock me, and hopefully we can have that conversation. So guys, let's select the winner for the $5,000 funded account very quickly. And then yep, so I just thought I'd give you guys an update. I just thought I'd give you guys an update on that situation. Yeah, it was kind of weird, it was kind of awkward, it was you know, it was just all over the place. But I'm glad I went. I'm glad I was able to get there. I wasn't expecting to meet with these other guys there, but they were there, and you know, luckily nothing escalated, right? I'm glad nothing escalated. I'm actually glad that nothing escalated. So that's it. In any case, let's select the winner quickly. Let me just get this quickly. Let me just get the video, and then I will do a screen record so that you guys can actually see how all of this takes place. So we've got the fits. So the comments are just loading. Here we go. So allow duplicates, and this is for people who comment so much. Right now you can also see that we don't allow duplicates, so there's really no reason for you to comment so many times. You need to leave one comment related to the video in the comment section below. Let's pick the winner very quickly. I'm glad that people are catching on the Betway scam. Ntikele Maga 9272. Drop me an email. You've won yourself $5,000 in a trading funded account. Just drop me an email so we can get the account delivered to you within 48 hours. That is it from my side, guys. Thank you for your time, and as always, cheers for ears.